Luke, I don't know if fun's the right word, but going up against another big man like that, nose to nose, what was that like?
I mean, yeah, it was a good game. Obviously, I feel pretty responsible for the result with Klingon's offensive rebounding, stuff like that, and they do a good job of kind of getting extra possessions and pressuring the ball and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun battle and stuff. Obviously, we could have done some stuff better to come out on the better side.
What was it, I guess, specifically that was on the defensive end for them that was kind of breaking up or disrupting y'all's rhythm tonight offensively?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not really sure how it all kind of shook out. I'm not, I wish I had something better for you, but I'm not really sure. They obviously pressure the ball, and then they've got some rim protectors and stuff like that, and that's kind of the style that they play. Ultimately, I'm not sure how well or not well it was overall for us. Kind of hard to parse that out, but I mean, that's kind of, I think, a lot of their identity with a lot of big wings that they play and trying to disrupt things. But I think for the most part, we did a good job protecting the ball, if I'm not mistaken. Ultimately, I think we could have. There's some times where I feel like we were doing the right thing of being aggressive against the pressure, but then just that consistent need to kind of just keep making the pass and making the right play. And I think we did that a good job for a good portion of the game, but obviously you got to do it for all 48. And ultimately, I'm not sure. Yeah, frankly. Yeah.
It seems like you've developed a pretty good pick and roll relationship with Steph, though. How has that developed over the course of the season?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was, I feel like pretty easy from the jump. I feel like Steph is, I'm really good at pick and roll. I think he's got great awareness. I think he's a very willing and good passer, and I feel like with his physicality, be able to get in the paint and be a explosive finisher and stuff like that. He can do a good job of putting them in a tough spot, and then he does a great job of making passes out of that. And whether it's, to me as the roller, kind of hitting the weak side, but I feel like he's got some great pace and just kind of vision and passing ability. It's a lot of fun to play with, honestly, and he does an incredible job with that.
Luke, Coach mentioned starting the game with the right approach and digging. In regards to digging an early hole, there was things that you guys could have controlled. What's the biggest adjustment you personally make to help set that tone earlier?
I think just obviously we probably do a good job of just kind of trying to be more disruptive at the early part, just to make it uncomfortable. I mean, today I know they kind of came out again strong and made a lot of shots. Klingon hit 3 threes, which is something that I think kudos to him for that. So that was a part of it, but ultimately, just kind of being able to be more disruptive and take away strengths. I think we settled in better and kind of made things harder and did a good job with off-ball activity ultimately. But definitely could. It's obviously great to start the game well, and we didn't do a good job of that today.
Something that Mitch was saying as well is kind of have a good instinct for being at the right place at the right time in regards to positioning or in the pick and roll situations as well. Obviously, you feel like you could have done some things better tonight. You were saying earlier, but how much of that is instinctual for you? How much is just you've just picked it up as you've gone and been in different places in different situations?
I think it's probably multiple of things. Just kind of how I played basketball growing up and through college and everything like that. And I think a lot of it's just being aware of spacing and always trying to kind of see what advantages we have on the floor. And obviously, as being the 5, usually that's the rim protector and stuff. So just whether it's utilizing shooters or trying to screen well. I mean, it's just trying to fill space and do things that make sense, and guys have the space to be able to work with. So you just try to push that as much as you can. You don't do a perfect job every time, but I've been fortunate to have a lot of different experiences at a lot of different levels where you kind of just realize the difference between a made shot and a missed shot, or a good shot and a bad shot, was just kind of the spacing at the beginning of it. So I think that's something that's just always top of mind, especially offensively for me, and just try to work our way into positions where we can do that.
Speaking of that experience that you have, how have you seen all the young guys in this locker room that are playing such an important role sort of handle the ebbs and flows of a competitive season like y'all are in the middle of right now, whether it's wins, losses, injuries, tough schedule, all that stuff?
Honestly, I feel like our competitiveness and togetherness has been great, which I think is kind of the most important thing, especially throughout the season. You're going to have a lot of different like lineups and people in and out, and then also just in terms of stretches of schedule, and you play different teams with very different styles, so they need to kind of adjust from one to the other. I feel like everyone's kind of presence of mind with that has been great. I mean, there's obviously some difficulties in terms of doing that, especially when you're trying to like really kind of build identity and things change around a little bit in terms of the teams that you're kind of playing. So trying to just slowly grow that throughout the the course of the season, knowing that there's going to be kind of all those fluctuations game to game. But I mean, I think just the togetherness, the competitiveness, and the energy that we've played with, especially because we use like a lot of depth and stuff like that, where I feel like it's kind of been a strength of the ability to just kind of sustain energy throughout the game. Which I think has been great and has been a reason why we've been able to be as successful as we have at this point.
I know you've been doing that jumping contest, just kind of getting your arms up in the middle of the court from three. Guys ever talk to you about that, or telling you if it works, or you noticed it works really well compared to anything else?
I mean, there's sometimes, like, I know sometimes it's better or worse than others, and so that's definitely something about it. But I mean, there was, like, honestly some time playing, like, one-on-one and stuff like that and doing it in certain situations where, you get some feedback from people. You also get some feedback the other way where people tell you to get out of here and stuff like that. So, you take the hits as well as the positive feedback, and, ultimately you go on.
Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Thanks.